And welcome to Bruins Overtime Live, presented by buyatoyota.com. For offers not seen on TV, visit buyatoyota.com. Sophia, Billy, and Barry here with you. The Bruins win 4-1 against the Columbus Blue Jackets. And since we've been auditioning for each other's jobs, here are my takeaways from the game, okay? The Bruins.
Hold on. Sophia, what did you think of that game? What did you like most about it?
You know what, Billy? I thought the Bruins got better as the game went on. There were eight different players with points in this one, which I thought was good contribution throughout the lines, and a 4-game win streak. Good stuff happened in this game.
Hey, see you later. Nice working with you.
Yes.
Nice working with you.
No, you have to stay for this one. What are your thoughts, guys? 4-1. As I said, Bruins seemed to get better as the game went on. A bit of a sleepy one, though, but they pulled it out.
Well, especially sleepy in the first period.
Yeah.
I mean, as Brick had showed, the save of the game was Ullmark's one early in that first period. They got outshot 12-5, and it wasn't a lot of energy in the building. But as the game wore on, the Bruins got more proactive, a little bit more involved in the forechecking, a little bit. They started making some better plays. Didn't spend much time in their end as the game got going on.
Yeah.
And also, I thought importantly, they only had one power play opportunity against them, so that was good.
Yeah, I mean,
only the box once.
No, hits don't always matter, like the number of hits, because it varies from rink to rink, right? But only 10 hits for each team, right? So it wasn't like a very rock'em sock'em physical game. It had, I guess, mild intensity to it. That just one of those mid-season games is going to happen sometimes. But the Bruins got better, and guys stepped up, and it didn't have to be just the big boys again, which is so encouraging.
Oh, yeah.
That's great. Van Riemsdyk with 3 points in this game on a goal and 2 assists. Trent Frederick continues his way. The fourth line implementing. They actually had 7 of the 10 Bruins hits in the game. So
Heinen.
Overall, and Heinen, continues. So overall, the best thing I think you say about the Bruins, found a way to win. Not like by luck, but they just found it. They grinded it out.
Yes.
If that makes
nice
sense.
workmanlike game, and again, as we talked about in the pregame, and Brick alluded to as well. Columbus depleted. They got a few
4 main guys out.
Big guys that are out, so you have to take advantage of that. And I think that's also what made it so frustrating in the first period. At the end of the, we were talking about the break. It was like, come on, guys. Well, this is there for you. 2
power plays in the first period were, I mean, they were like, what do we, come on,
Yes.
That took energy away from the Bruins. But again, they found not every game is going to be great from start to finish.
No,
it's
exactly. And you have to build that character and find a way to win, and that's what the Bruins are doing as they build towards the playoffs. And speaking of bad power plays, again, doing my job, that was going to be my transition into this power play goal by James Van Riemsdyk, but thanks to a shot from Hampus Lindholm.
Yeah, it's the second unit, and I think this is where the Bruins kind of took control of the hockey game, Billy. They established that 2-1 lead again. Lindholm fires it from the point. DeBrusk deflects it, and it goes off Van Riemsdyk's skate. But this was an important goal because Columbus had kind of crawled back into it, tied the game 1-1. The second unit went out, moved the puck around well, but more importantly, shots from the point.
Yeah, I love Lindholm's head up here, but really, I love the presentation of Jake DeBrusk's stick. He gets himself, instead of staying right behind the Columbus penalty killer, he just sifts. Watch him just slide over here. All right, he's in the middle. Now he's facing the puck. Watch as soon as the puck goes up, when he turns now to his forward, and right there he just stays to the side. He doesn't get, therefore, he makes himself presentable, I guess you would say, for Hampus Lindholm. Lindholm doesn't try to rocket it. He puts it right. He's aiming for the stick. Yeah. And then it hits Jake's stick. And then if you're JVR, you say, I'm just going to be in front of the net. Yeah. And it caromed off him and in.
And if you're Jake DeBrusk, you're happy you get another point, continue this little streak going that he's got for himself. Danton Heinen, he also scored in this one. And, we were talking about some of these guys that have been additions to this team. They're stepping up. He's absolutely been one of them.
Yeah, it's a great job. And we talk about Freddie, too, continue to play well. He's the one, as they move this up the wall, it's Frederic who gets the puck in, but doesn't sit back, Billy. He just keeps going, puts pressure. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. Van Riemsdyk on the net. Heinen jumps on the rebound. This line was very effective from the neutral zone, Billy, entering Columbus zone, getting it deep, forecheck.
Yeah, I mean, this is, if you want to just talk about a real workman-like goal. First forecheck pressure, puck not put into a good area by the defenseman. I think it was Juracek, and then the Bruins are just all over them, and Heinen's going to get into it, and he's just going to slap the puck upstairs, in and out quickly. But the way that the Bruins put the puck into an area that made Juracek very uncomfortable, absolutely really uncomfortable. Look, he's just forcing it into almost a no-man's land type play. If that was a Bruins defenseman, Barry, what would we say there?
I would say the forehand looked pretty good.
Yeah. Or rim it around the other way. get out there. I mean, it was not good at all. And therefore, the Bruins take advantage of a mucked opportunity right there from Columbus getting it out.
Danton Heinen's 5th of the season. And guys, I don't know about you, but at the start or at least this summer when some of these guys were acquired, I didn't think they'd be as impactful as they have been. But take a look. These guys have made differences in many of the games.
There was a lot of question marks in the summertime who was going to fill certain roles.
Absolutely.
These guys have done a remarkable job, Billy. These veterans especially stepping in. They've all had important elements, whether it's penalty killing, power play, Heinen up and down the lineup, filling in various spots, Geekie going from wing to forward, Shattenkirk, the veteran back there, taking up minutes. Boy, they've been. I'd hate to think where this team would be without those 4 guys.
Yeah, I mean, you had questions about the 4 of them. The 2 first guys, Shattenkirk and JVR, you said age-wise, are they still okay? Mid-30s,
right.
But Shattenkirk's coming from a losing team. He's a guy that's been with really good teams, but the previous few years it was with a team where he had a different role. Could he handle an adjusted role? Took him a little time, Sophia, but he got there. Remember, they'll talk with head coach Jim Montgomery. He worked it out. JVR, not a good year last year. He's just a couple of points away from matching already last season's point total.
Wow.
Then you've also got Geekie. We didn't really know him.
Right.
We didn't know him that way. We knew his
West
game,
Coast.
but we didn't know well. Danton Heinen, here was a guy that literally put it on the line. He bet on himself, and he stayed here for 2 weeks without making any money.
Exactly, yeah.
Doing that because he wanted to play for Jim Montgomery and the Bruins, and he believed in himself. So good on all these guys so far.
Yes.
Coming through for this team halfway through the season.
And big in tonight's game. Trent Frederick, speaking of highs, his career high 17 goals was last season. He's got double digits because of this one, 10th of the season for him tonight.
Yeah, I love this play. They're, again, pushing up the wall. They're just using the other side of the ice compared to the other goal here. But all they're doing is they're like mosh pitting the puck up the wall right here, right? They're just pushing, and then JVR is going to get it. And when he gets it, right here, look at the push. They got 2 guys against 1 there. I love how this is such a good lesson for young kids out there. And if you're up still good, watch this play. Frederic goes wide. He doesn't go to the near post. He goes wide and opens up. And what a nice pass from JVR.
Yeah, and all started down too, Billy, in their own end, coming out with Heinen going up the boards with it immediately. I thought he should have got an assist on it, but again, this line was very effective, and it all started with the forecheck on the turnovers.
Well, our superstar of the game is James Van Riemsdyk, who had 3 points and assist on that Trent Frederick goal, as you mentioned, compared to last season where he played 61 games. Look at those numbers. Yeah, already more assists, fewer goals, but by
4 points
5.
overall.
Yeah, there you go. It's unbelievable and really a good signing for Boston.
Amazing. Last year, now granted, Philly was not good last year, and they had a lot of issues around there, but he only had 4 power play points. As we put up there, 10 power play points. Right? That's how he's made a lot of his living throughout his 15-year NHL career. But it just goes to show the difference. And it shows that he takes such good care of himself physically that he just needed an opportunity, a fresh start. He did. Even at 35, needed a fresh start. He gets it here, and now he's showing that he can keep playing. He's a viable option.
Yeah, I think, too, one of the big surprises for me is watching his playmaking ability.
Yep.
You know, I knew he was good around the net. I knew he had a good nose for positioning his body, rebounds, power play. But I didn't realize he saw the ice that well and make good passes.
I agree.
He spoke with Adam Pellerin after this one.
James, first, let's start with that power play goal that gave you guys the 2-1 lead. How big was it to take advantage of that power play after coming up empty on the last 2?
Yeah, for sure. I thought, again, we moved the puck around really well that second one and had a good shooting mentality and just a pretty basic play as far as getting a puck to the net. Lindy did a great job of finding a shooting lane that was kind of off the net, and JD got his stick in there, and I just got lucky that it hit me. So I'll take it, though.
Trent centering a line with you and Danton Heinen tonight, obviously very productive. What was working for you guys?
Yeah, I think we were being very predictable to each other. We have some good chemistry. I thought even from the first game that we played together, I think that was in Buffalo, but I think we know how we want to play. We know what the other guys are thinking out there and where we want to try to put pucks and where we want to try to be successful. So I think if we can keep doing that, I think we can be productive for the team.
First 3-point night as a member of the Bruins. You had the night off in Detroit. Do you have a little extra jump tonight?
Apparently so. So yeah, it's always nice to contribute in a game like this. Obviously a chance to keep the team in winning ways. So obviously we want to keep building our game and go from there. So chip in, and obviously even nicer to get the win.
James, congrats on the win. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, well, we've got a lot. Oh, wait, not yet. First, we're talking about Morning Baru. You and Razor have a brand new episode coming out tonight.
We do. As soon as we're done here, we'll be going there.
All right, so you guys know where you can find it. It's NESN.com/podcast or wherever you get your podcast. and it is presented by Berkshire Bank Home Lending. And as I was saying, lots more to talk about here on Bruins Overtime Live. As usual, we're going to get dressing room reaction. Adam Pellerin is on the scene, and Brick goes one-on-one with head coach Jim Montgomery. That we're playing you next after the break. Meanwhile, it was a disappointing finish for the Bruins rookie Matt Patra and Team Canada in the World Junior Championships. Now the question is going to be, will Patra be back with the Bees? We're going to discuss that as well. Bruins Overtime Live on NESN is presented by buyatoyota.com. For offers not seen on TV, visit buyatoyota.com.